Hello everyone, my name is Gamefruitpulp, and today I have a little bit of a different video for you guys. As all of you know, 2020 has been a very odd and strange year with many different things happening, and obviously Corona 19 or Corona 19, COVID-19 is the top of mind story for much of the world right now. And I just wanted to do a quick little video, more so for my Canadian viewers, but I believe it's the same day in the US as well. Not 100% sure on that, but just sort of reminding everybody that tomorrow is Remembrance Day. And even though the world has sort of gone crazy right now and there's so much going on, I encourage all of you to take a minute and first of all, you should be wearing a poppy. Obviously, November 11th is the last day you wear a poppy, but you should be wearing a poppy up to today. And we can't have any sort of Remembrance Day ceremonies like we normally would have at this time of year. But take a moment with yourself, maybe with your friends or your family, and reflect on the sacrifices made by men and women for really over 100 years, and going back to the First World War, the Second World War, and the sacrifices that young men and women made both in Canada, United States, and across the world to make sure that we have the life that we have today, and that we have the freedoms to express ourselves the way we'd like. And obviously, there's still some problems in the world, but I can't help but be thankful for the life I have and the opportunities that I have because of those brave sacrifices that people younger than me made many, many years ago. They said goodbye to their family and their loved ones, and many of them didn't return. And so I think that everyone, I just like, I did one of these videos a few years ago too, and I think that obviously my platform is a little bit bigger than it used to be, and I think it's important to sort of take a moment and just remind everybody to wear a poppy, to when you have a moment, if you can, bring it to a cenotaph near you, and leave that poppy there as a sign of thanks for the ultimate sacrifice made by so many men and women in our country. And so today's video, I guess, is technically a Building Toronto video, but that's not really what it's all about. I just wanted something to have in the back as content as I talked, and so that content is going to be building the old City Hall Cenotaph in Toronto. So I'm just going to finish off this video by explaining a little bit about the Cenotaph, and then that's really that. So the old City Hall Cenotaph is located at the front steps of Old City Hall in Toronto, Ontario. Originally built after World War I to commemorate Torontonians who lost their lives in services for Canada, the memorial also commemorates those who died in World War II and the Korean War. It was modeled on the Cenotaph at Whitehall in London, England, constructed with granite cut from the Canadian Shield and unveiled on November 11, 1925. The City of Toronto lists the artists as Ferguson and Pompery, which were an architectural firm located at 282 St. Clements Ave in North Toronto. Their design was selected among 50 designs submitted after City Council's request to replace the temporary wooden structure that had been used each Remembrance Day since 1919. The two Toronto architects received a fee of $2,500 for their work. This was 10% of the cost of the $25,000 project. The work was completed in budget and on time, and there was obviously some other things about it. Of course, like anything in the city, there was some controversy before the monument was unveiled. The only wording on the cenotaph would be a simple forward statement to all who served. Then some realized that the monument was in fact a cenotaph, a structure that by very definition of the word signified an empty tomb. As a memorial to those who had died and buried elsewhere, it was felt that to all who served was inappropriate in such a case, and after discussion, the inscription was removed and replaced with To Our Glorious Dead. The memorial features a stone laid by Field Marshal Haig on July 24, 1925, and it is one of the sites used for Remembrance Day commemorations in Toronto. To finish off this video, and just to give you, those of you who maybe are younger or don't know as much about Remembrance Day, or really just don't know the stats, I wanted to end it off with an interesting little stat that I found from the Center for International Policy Studies, and it was just a chart of the Canadian military deaths in the 5 wars. So the South African War resulted in 267 Canadian deaths. The Afghanistan War, the most recent that Canadian soldiers have been involved in, resulted in 158. The Korean War resulted in 516 deaths. The First World War resulted in approximately 68,000 deaths, and the Second World War resulted in approximately 47,000 deaths. These are Canadian men and women who determined, like I said earlier, decided they wanted to leave their home and fight for the freedoms that they enjoyed and we enjoy every day. And I just want to thank all of them for their sacrifice. And to those veterans who are still with us, I want to thank you as well. And I hope that all you viewers join me in making sure that their sacrifices are never forgotten, lest we forget.